Some people say success is all about talent. Others say it's about luck or timing. But sometimes it's about persistence and one small, unexpected moment that changes everything. This is the story of a young man who swept floors by day, sang to empty rooms by night, and refused to quit when no one believed in him. Twist, twist, twist of fate radio. Before the awards, the stadium tours, and the global fame, there was just a teenager with a guitar, a notebook, and a dream that wouldn't die. He was born in Halifax, England, and grew up in the small town of Framlingham. His parents were art curators, and their house was always filled with creativity. Paintings on the walls, music in the background, and conversations about expression and storytelling. By the time he was 11, he'd already started writing songs, often about the ordinary moments most people overlooked. When other teenagers were hanging out after school, he was playing local pubs, performing for anyone who would listen, sometimes for a meal, sometimes for nothing at all. He'd burn homemade CDs, scribble his name on them with a marker, and hand them out after shows. His early recordings had a raw, unpolished honesty that set him apart, but record executives didn't see it that way. By 17, he decided to take a chance. With a cheap guitar and a backpack, he moved to London. He slept on friends' couches, busked on the streets, and took odd jobs to pay for food, one of them as a janitor. During the day, he'd sweep floors and clean bathrooms. At night, he'd huddle in borrowed studio corners or friends' basements, laying down tracks on whatever equipment he could afford. He recorded tirelessly, hundreds of songs, countless late nights, but every label told him no. Too unconventional, too plain, not marketable. He played more than 300 gigs in a single year, hoping to get noticed. But the rejection letters kept coming. By 2010, he was worn out. He'd done everything he could think of. He had talent, he had songs, he had drive, but no deal, and no one seemed to care. Then, the twist of fate. A friend of his, believing in him when the industry didn't, shared one of his recordings online, without asking first. It wasn't meant as a grand marketing move, just a quiet act of faith. But within days, that simple upload began to ripple across the internet. People started sharing his music on YouTube and SoundCloud, drawn to his storytelling, his voice, his humanity. One song led to another, and soon fans across the world were discovering him organically. No marketing plan, no glossy promotion, just a kid with a guitar and truth in his lyrics. His online success caught the attention of celebrities, including actor and musician Jamie Foxx, who invited him to perform on his radio show in Los Angeles. Fox was so impressed that he let the young musician crash on his couch while he played open mics around the city. That trip changed everything. Back home, his self-released EP, No. 5 Collaborations Project, climbed to the top of the iTunes chart, without any label behind it. Suddenly, the same companies that had turned him away were now calling non-stop. Within months, he signed with Atlantic Records. His first album went multi-platinum. His songs topped charts, sold out arenas, and became wedding anthems, lullabies, and stadium sing-alongs. And yet, even with all that fame, he never forgot the broom closet, the sleepless nights, or the friend who believed enough to hit upload. The janitor who couldn't get a record deal was none other than Ed Sheeran. The red-haired songwriter who went from sweeping floors to sweeping the Grammys. His overnight success was anything but. It was the result of relentless hard work, one loyal friend, and a simple online upload that changed everything. This has been Twist of Fate Radio. I'm Angela Clark. Until next time, remember, sometimes the smallest choices lead to the biggest consequences. Want to explore more stories like this? Visit twistoffateradio.com. There you can read more details about this story and others like it. Plus, you can submit your own Twist of Fate story to be considered for a future episode. You never know what twist of fate is coming next.